Hey guys, Brandon Burbank here, and it's another fun and exciting episode of Come Back to Success. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a reflection, a part of my story that gives you more insight about my life, as well as just how I've been able to working through the challenges that we're dealing with, mental health challenges, as well as being homeless at the time. So, with that being said, the title of today's speech is "Being Homeless" and what that entailed, what that was like. I'm going to talk about the experiences of that. To start with, I returned home from living in Long Beach, California, and my situation was getting really hectic and really unorganized financially. I wasn't doing well. I wasn't working a job in Long Beach. This was in the fall of 2022. And so I had to make a decision about what I'm going to do so that I can maintain stability and groundedness. However, on the downside of things is that I ended up returning home and having no support from family members and friends, and I had no support network because I was living in Seattle at the time for in the past, as well as Long Beach, California for over 2 years. As a result, I had to work through these challenges and find a positive way to maintain my living situation. The problem was that because I didn't have support from friends and family, I ended up being homeless. So I was literally living hotel room to hotel room for a total of 2 to 3 weeks before I was ended up in a psych ward in Bellingham, Washington, in the fall of 2022 in winter. And so this was just a very trying and testing experience for me because being homeless, let me tell you folks, it's not fun. It's not an easy thing to do. You're struggling with where you're going to eat next, where you're going to sleep next, where you're going to find serenity and peace of mind. There's no peace of mind that's involved with that because of the fact that you're just always on the go and trying to be in like survival mode. So that's the problem that I found, is that just by being able to recognize that you can work through these emotions and these challenges, and eventually you'll get through them. But I had to go through the hardest amount of problems and challenges with this being homeless. I had a couple of friends who loaned me some money so that I could stay in hotel rooms during this time period. But let me tell you right now, after I was living in a crisis triage center for a couple of days, I ended up having a choice to make. And that choice that was this: do I continue being homeless and being discharged from this facility, or do I go to a psych ward in Bellingham in the mental health hospital? And with that being said, I chose the decision to go to the hospital because that's the only decision that I knew that I was familiar with. And being homeless would have been very, very difficult for me to not be getting the help that I needed at the time. The other thing I'll say is that I was not taking my medication consistently, which is another problem that probably has a lot to do with the results of what I was going through. As a result, I left my medications back in California, and I didn't get the right proper medication, so I wasn't taking medications at the time, which was definitely something that could have changed the outlook of my life if I was taking the medication. But as a result, I ended up in the hospital, and the psych ward was just an awful experience for me. I was there for like 22 days before I was discharged, and around December, an end of December of 2022. And that's just an example of something that has caused a lot of challenges for a lot of people in this world. Because I don't know about you folks, but for those of you that are tuning in and have gone through these challenges with your mental health and have been homeless and have been forced to survive, being on survival mode all the time, I can empathize with you right now and tell you that life is okay if you really are working on your problems every day and telling yourself you can work through these challenges and become the best version of yourself. My advice to you is don't give up. Be on the lookout for opportunities, whether it be getting a job or getting housing opportunities. You have to use your resources and build a community of people who are supportive of you in your life. For me, from that time period of fall and winter of 2022 and 2023, I was working through these challenges actively and being very, very wise about the decisions that I'm making, because I wanted to make a difference in my life so that I can become a better person. But I knew that I was going to go through the worst challenges. And that's why I'm just trying to empathize with you and tell you that change is possible. Don't give up on yourself. Start telling yourself positive affirmations and ways of thinking that will alter your mindset so that you can believe that you deserve to be happy, you deserve to be healthy, and you deserve to be in a place where you have sustainability and direction in your life. Because when it all boils down to it, it's your life and it's your decisions that you're making which will dictate your future. So don't give up, stay positive, be on the lookout for opportunities, and build a network of a community of people who are supportive of you in your life. Because maybe it means you have to be more on the listening side of things, because there's other people who are smarter, maybe smarter than you, or just have more wisdom or more direction and resources than you, but you can utilize them and be on a positive way of communication with them so that you can create relationships with good people who are smart, people who are happy, people who are healthy. And so for me, I've learned throughout the years is that even when I was going through these challenges with my homelessness and the hospitalization, I still started to believe in myself, and I knew that I still needed to work on my people skills, my community base, because even back then when I was getting out of the hospital and getting onto a supportive housing situation, I was still like in my own shell and not really able to get outwards more to more people. And so that's my tidbits of advice to you, is just start to surround yourself with good people. You have to make changes if you want to be around good. If you want to be a good person and be an independent person, you're going to have to start asking yourself, how am I going to get involved around other nicer people who are smart, people who are strong, people who care about me and want to see me succeed. Because there's a lot of toxic relationships, toxic people out there that I just want to just tell you, steer clear of that, because you are worth more than that. With that being said, guys, today's video we talked about my recovery from being homeless and the hospitalization a little bit from 2022 and 2023. And I hope that this video is going to help give you more clarity and a stronger base into how you can work on your challenges and become more of the best version of yourself, and tell yourself that quitting is not acceptable for you in your life, and that you have so much to be thankful for, and I do too as well. So keep that in mind, guys. Stay blessed. Take care. God bless. Thank you for watching this video. Take care.